Alright, so Mike Flanagan has 2 more movies coming out this year. He's off to a pretty good start with this one. Hush. So Hush is a new horror thriller film that is written and directed by Mike Flanagan, and in Hush we follow Maddie, played by Kate Siegel, who is a deaf and a mute writer who is currently secluded in the woods, and Maddie is currently working on a new book, and while she is there, she gets terrorized by a psychotic person who decides to screw with her mentally and physically. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Hush. I've been looking forward to this movie for some time. I'm a big fan of Mike Flanagan's work. I loved Absentia, which is also currently on Netflix. I thought Oculus was a seriously underrated horror film, and I believe that Mike Flanagan, 2 for 2, now Hush is one of the future directors in horror, because my god, Hush was excellent. Kate Siegel, who plays Maddie, this deaf and mute writer, does an excellent job. Now, I know that Kate Siegel isn't actually a deaf and a mute because she can speak, but I gotta give props to her for being able to remember all the sign language that she had to do for this role, and she did such an amazing job. She uses a lot of her face to demonstrate her emotion. She does it very, very well, and I love how she processes her thoughts throughout the movie, and it's really cool. Now, with a strong hero, we also have a very awesome villain. I will not reveal who the villain is, but my god, this guy was so awesome. He was the best villain I have seen in a horror film in a few years, honestly. Honestly, I love the mind games that this guy plays with him, and that mask too was an awesome mask. It honestly kind of reminded me of Michael Myers' mask in the first Halloween. It looked that cool, and it fit this guy so well. I love his personality to the guy. He's a smart ass. I loved how this guy thought, and this is again one of the smartest written villains I have seen in a long time. Such a great job. Even the neighbor and the neighbor's boyfriend were great characters. Like, there was this one specific scene in which the neighbor's boyfriend comes over to try and save Maddie. How this scene plays out between the two of them was just, I won't say riveting, but it's so suspenseful and so tension-filled. And I say suspenseful and tension-filled because from the moment we first see the killer, this movie is a non-stop thrill ride. And like, this movie does not let up. The moment this guy shows up, it's on, dude. It is on. And I watched this with my friend Sarah, and the two of us who are big fans of Mike Flanagan, we were on the edge of our seats. We were almost screaming at the TV when we were watching this thing. When good things happen to Maddie, we were like, yes, come on, go, go, go. And then when something bad happened, we were like, oh fuck. One of the things I also really liked about Hush was its sound design, because in the poster it says silence is killer. Mike Flanagan uses sound to his advantage. I loved how he showed the point of view from pretty much everybody else having sound and having everything else cut when we go from time to time to Maddie's view. Like, there is this one certain point, and if I'm not gonna give it away, but the sound was so cool, and how this whole scene executed was so badass. Like, I loved how this entire film played out. Now, the thing that I absolutely loved about this film in particular was Mike Flanagan's direction. This film has such a simple premise, yet Mike Flanagan takes a simple premise, puts a spin on it with the main character, and takes advantage of it in every way possible. And because of that, we have one of the most smarter tension, suspense-filled thrillers in a long time. Now, I do have 2 gripes about this movie, a smaller one and a bigger gripe. My smaller gripe was that there were some character decisions made by Maddie in which my friend and I were like, wait, why are you doing this? Now, the bigger gripe had to do with a little story issue that I have with this film. There's something that happens in the beginning of the film, which I will not go into, and Maddie has to do something, and near the end, she's able to do it without any explanation of how this certain thing happens. I was talking to my friend like the very next day, and I was saying to her, how did she do that without that certain thing? And she was like, you're right, yeah, what happened to that? Overall, guys, while I do have those gripes, Hush is a smart, tension-filled suspense thriller that has one of the smarter written female protagonists and a very smart villain. It's not only suspense-filled, but it's also such a fun film that you can probably get together with your friends and watch on a Friday night. And trust me guys, this is an awesome movie to watch with a bunch of friends. The reactions going towards the TV are going to be amazing from this. So I'm going to give Hush a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is such a near masterfully executed thriller written and directed once again by Mike Flanagan. Mike, bring on Before I Wake and Ouija 2. I cannot wait to see your next films. Alrighty guys, so comment, let me know below. Have you heard of Hush? Have you seen it? Let me know below. Let me know your thoughts. If you like this review guys, please like, share, and subscribe to some more content from me. And, as always, until the next review, I will see you all next time.